Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
You have a new case? I only took it not just out of curiosity. Like it's additional content or something, you know?
Mr. Barnes is very sweet. We're getting engaged. He said he can provide for me and that I can stop working.
Yeah, see, and if I would leave the book, he would go crazy over it. They're engaged! So what's the new case? One of our informants, Philip Walk, has not been in contact for the last few days. Please check his status. He was working on an investigation close to his lodgings. Hawke is disabled, and his home is next to one of your client's houses, Captain Stenwick. Report to me after you have visited. I'll be in the bookshop. Wait, Captain Stenwick's matter. Yeah, let's go there. I don't remember how we got there, so the house next to it, very clear, like there's 1,000 other houses that are near to it. Okay, like really near to it. Okay. Is it already marked? Well, I've been there, so like really next to it. Okay, cool. Is it this one? Am I correct? No, I don't think that is.
The milk has soured.
Ooh, he's probably dead.
The oldest letter was delivered 3 days ago. Well, I'm not getting in here.
Yeah, like, are we supposed to get inside?
Is this familiar to you?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
Oh, it was like right here.
What is it now, Doctor?
Oh, so we're not done.
Please let Mr. Holmes know that he may always read the latest strand at no cost.
Excuse me, just one question.
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
I mean, this is open here for a reason, is it not? There's also light for a reason. Maybe. Not sure what the game wants from me. What am I supposed to do with this information? Like, I went around the house several times and there's another person here.
Is this familiar to you?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
So I found the location, but I can't get inside. But he seemed to be scared for a reason, or... Like, that's the house, right? Have you seen something? I don't know. And it doesn't seem like the house has another entrance. At least I can get in or inspect any of the doors. So or should I like report this to Minecraft? Let's try with this pinned.
What is it now, Doctor?
Okay. So we are not done. But what do you want me to do? Can't go here. What do you want me to do, game?
Well, I'm not getting in here.
Well, where am I getting then? In... Huh. Oh my god. You could go inside the whole time? Oh, I see. That's what I've been missing.
Nest. They might attack if someone draws too close or are otherwise provoked. Much like London itself. Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks. His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin. Royal Berkshire Regiment. Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war.
5:45 carriage with the hooded visitor arrived. 7:25 carriage left. The visitor stood inside. 9:10 boxes with gold from the Japanese Imperial Mint arrived. Boxes are still being unloaded. The last box was moved inside the embassy. Arrival of the Ottoman ambassador and vice consul. The men are having a meeting on the second floor. There are maps of M.
Capital M, signed by someone else's hand. The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road. A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction. Near perfect camouflage. It makes me wonder if Mycroft also spies on our suite in Baker Street.
Yeah, I think we're done. Okay, now you see there's actually a hole. Interesting. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone. I feel a bit strange, Doctor. Like I have a fever.
Okay. But I still think that not leaving the book was the good call. Moriarty, so I think either we can make a connection or... Archibald Rochester is alive and leading a cult. He aims to conduct a monstrous ritual at lighthouse by implication to sacrifice all of abductees of diverse entities. Wait, who's Archibald Rochester? Is alive. Who is Archibald Rochester? I can't recall.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details. Just back from a trip, Doctor. You look exhausted. You had a visitor earlier. He seemed angry. This weather is so bad. Do you think a storm is coming? I better concentrate on selling my papers, or the rain will turn them into paste. I better concentrate on selling my papers, or the rain will turn them into paste.
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland. Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls. These seas have taken too many, John. Let's stop them from taking more then. You see that glow atop the lighthouse? I have never seen anything like it.
The door won't budge.
Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. An ancient symbol of eternal renewal. Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone. This door requires a very specific key. An old cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century.
The weather here is so fierce, I cannot even hear my own thoughts.
Where did the shirt come from?
Holmes, look. There's a body here.
Not just any body, it's Ashmat.
The body is still soft to the touch. He died recently.
Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted. Oh, his eyes are gouged out. The infamous curved dagger. It's tied firmly to his hand. A broken chain. Something was attached to the end.
His body succumbed to all those wounds.
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back. This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here. Scratches. This medallion saw frequent use. Interesting occult pattern.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
I fear we are about to see for ourselves.
He crossed the ocean twice for his cult, only to end up splattered on this rock. Seems everyone is disposable.
That's a crafty mechanism and quite ancient. An obsidian heart. Masterful work. This vessel is covered in dried blood.
Oh, I get it. We need fresh blood. And no, I'm not volunteering.
Fear not. I think Ashmat can help. They used fresh blood in some kind of ritual.
Something in the caves drove Ashmat mad, and it might still be there, so let us proceed with caution.
Sealed shut, and seemingly for a long time. Do you have anything to hold blood, Watson?
Fine, take my flask. The lever doesn't want to stay on its own. My revolver is loaded, just in case.
Watson, hold the lever for me. I must investigate.
Holmes, watch out! My lever went back up.
The doors, Watson! Hold the doors!
Ah! We're trapped! Now what?
Look around. There must be something we can use. Those holes seem to have a purpose, but I won't risk my arm to find out what.